welcome to the GAMERamble first look video for Kurokami-sama's Feast. My name's Dark Cloud and I'm joined by
Nimby or Mrs. Cloud.
This game is developed by Minato Carnival World and published by Just USA, and it's an adventure visual novel following an unlucky trio who finds themselves hunting monsters for the powerful being known as Kurokami-sama.
Okay.
So we've got new game here, continue, settings and exit. Settings, we can adjust the language, the screen mode, the resolution as well as graphics, which ranges from very low all the way up to ultra.
That's cool.
You can also set the message speed, auto delay, skip mode and font size. And then finally we can set the master volume, music volume, voice volume and effects volume. The story for this game is written by Takahiro, who's known for his work on Makami ga Kill, Magikoi and Release the Spice. And the game is said to have multiple endings. So let's get started with the new game.
Let's see what it's all about. God, I just can't do it. I can't stop thinking about that awful boss of mine. It's driving me nuts. I wonder if it's possible to, hire someone to take revenge for you. Unlike the dark web or something. That's a thing, right? Is that what the dark web looks like?
I don't know. Rumors of Kurokami-sama, your agent of vengeance.
Huh? What are they talking about here? Some kind of occult crap? Guess it must have come up because I ran a search for revenge.
Kurokami-sama is a deity that exacts vengeance in the name of those who suffer injustice or mistreatment of some kind. Step 1. Prepare a single strand of your own hair. Step 2. While focusing on the strand of hair, state the name of the person you wish to take revenge on, describing the injustice they committed. Finish by reciting the following: May my revenge bear fruit. Step 3. Make your way to a place of high elevation, such as a rooftop. Then say, Kurokami-sama, I beseech you, be the agent of my vengeance, before letting go of the strand of hair.
Wow, this sounds stupid. What's next? Do I start stabbing pins into dolls? Still though, what if something this time actually worked?
Probably didn't end well.
Voodoo magic.
The most terrifying thing to a person, I believe, is wounded pride. I sent over the final manuscript just a short while ago.
I know, I already finished reading it. I'm glad everything wrapped up nicely. Thanks for getting it done.
I'll do better with the next one.
I know you will. You're still young and you've got plenty of fresh starts ahead of you. Don't hesitate to let me know if you come up with any new material.
The call ends. It's over. My life, my career, everything. Raccoon Slayer, the manga about exterminating harmful raccoons, and a work I poured my heart and soul into, was discontinued after a whole 2 volumes. I just turned in the final manuscript. Everything went fine in high school. I won an award and everything. But then I graduated, and instead of getting the enthusiastic start I was hoping for, my manga got canned before it even had a chance to breathe. I worked so hard on it though. My arms were covered in bug bites by the time I was done, but I drew the best damn manga representation of raccoon extermination I possibly could. Next time though, I'll hit it big next time, even though I've got no idea what genre to draw. It's gotta be something I actually like, otherwise... Just as those thoughts began to overwhelm me, the doorbell rings.
Hey there, Domaru. Figured you were done with your work for the day.
Exactly, Nasuka, I'm done, which is why I texted you not to bother me for a while.
Huh? But if you go and off yourself for real, your parents and everyone will blame me for not being there for you as your oldest friend.
I'm not killing myself, okay? I shall continue on the path of manga.
You look like you've lost a pound or 2 there, though. Are you even eating right?
It's hard to force down food when your belly's full of sadness.
God, you're pathetic. Can't say I didn't see it coming, though. Give me a second, I'll go whip something up for you real quick. Consider it a show of my infinite compassion. You know, after how much I've looked after you, the least you can do is let me, your super assistant, have a slice of your profits once you get your big break.
She helped me out with a few things here and there back when my manga was still running. Nice to have friends like that. And she's busy putting together something that sounds very
Delicious.
tasty. I look over the mouth-watering meal Nasuka's prepared. There's some white miso soup with cabbage and ham, plus a bit of fried rice with natto and spinach. Man, this is good. Thank you so much. Nothing washes away the blues like a full stomach.
Oh, look at the manners on you. Almost like a mature adult.
So, how's junior college life treating you?
Well, I like meeting all the different people. Things can get real busy, but the constant buzz is part of the fun.
And in 2 years you'll graduate and find a job. I can already see you rocking back and forth from the train to work, you poor thing.
Jeez, maybe try worrying about yourself first, Mr. Failed Manga Artist with no future. So, what's your next work gonna be about?
Look, I literally just sent in the manuscript for the last chapter. I've got nothing new lined up.
Okay, then there's one. Do horror. Elohim, SM, and all that jazz. It's an evergreen genre, you know. Besides, aren't you into ghost stories and yokai and all that stuff?
You're only saying that because you love horror. Then again, I do like it too. I've actually been thinking a lot about doing some work in the genre.
Then you'll need inspiration. And the best way to get that is for you to join my club.
You're in some occult club? Hagen, was it? The Hagen Occult Club is an active circle in a town. Its members meet periodically to share ghost stories and investigate paranormal sites.
Yep, that's the one. And our next meeting is the day after tomorrow, actually.
Huh, that could be worth checking out.
Really? I'm expecting you to show up then. Means I won't have to quit either.
Huh? Why would you quit?
Well, the thing is, 2 of our members quit the other day, so the next meeting would have been just me and the club president. He's a guy though. Like, he's nice and all, but going to some creepy, abandoned place with a guy isn't exactly my idea of fun. I tend to be overly cautious, you know?
Nasuka, I hate to break it to you, but you're actually alone with the guy right now.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You're no man. You're a dog. D-O-G. I might as well be checking on a Great Dane right now.
Alright, so you're not even my surrogate mom. You're my owner. Poor guy. It's the day of the meeting. Nasuka and I go to the appointed location.
How's your financial situation, by the way?
I'm getting by. If all else fails, I'll bet on the horses. Got a feeling I can guess the winner of the next G1.
Oh boy, maybe I should hold on to your wallet for you. By the way, I told you the club president is nice and all, but there's stuff about him that kind of creeps people out, so be ready. We lost some members over it. Meet Asina Suzumi, the president of the Hagen Occult Club.
My name is Kamakura Domaru. Pleased to meet you, sir. Likewise, call me Shizumi. We don't stand on ceremony here. Oh, and on Ike's enthusiastic recommendation, I actually read your manga. Wow, I'm honored. Raccoon extermination isn't a topic you see every day though. What exactly motivated you to draw a manga like that?
I was also wondering about that.
Well, my granddad's a farmer and the raccoons have taken so much from him to the point where he's being supported by my parents right now. Oh? So you wanted to raise awareness about pest extermination? Sorry for asking out of the blue like that. You see, I'm the type that likes having answers to every lingering question. Finishes with a wink.
So, Shizumi, you're going to check out a paranormal site tonight, right?
Yes, and I've chosen Kurokami-sama to be our monster for the evening. Kurokami-sama? Is that like a long-haired creature? I only know Kyugen. It's an entity that became the topic of substantial online discussion a number of years back. They say she helps people take revenge. In exchange for their lives?
Don't be silly now. All she does is take revenge for you.
Here's the thing though, supposedly the person seeking revenge mustn't tell anyone about Kurokami-sama's ritual. If they do, their own fortunes will suffer. That does kind of make sense actually.
Right? Even Golgo kills clients who try to expose him. Bang!
Golgo from Golgo 13. There's more. They say if you're pure of heart when you meet Kurokami-sama, you will enjoy fortune and happiness. If you're rotten to the core, things won't end so pretty. Mr. President, would it be fair to describe Kurokami-sama as a good-natured monster? That's precisely where I can get to such an investigator. A club may investigate the paranormal, but whenever we go into the field, we're careful to steer clear of the most dangerous rumors. I personally wouldn't mind, but that's just me. Couldn't possibly endanger your lives. Maybe you don't know that a majority of the roughly 100,000 or so disappearances each year are rumored to be victims of paranormal entities. Oddly enough, I feel a certain weight to his words as he says that. And once again, I may be 24, but you really don't need to be so formal with me, okay? It's going to be a difficult habit to break. I mean, you're a fair bit older than I am. Come now, you're 20 years old yourself. A mere 4-year gap isn't worth splitting hairs over. Let's get to know each other better. Why don't we talk about our first crushes and the like, huh? Definitely nice and all, but there's that bit of creepy at times here. I'm starting to see what Nasuka meant by that.
4-year age gap.
Shizum drives us to the site in question. That's looking a bit creepy. It's now a little past 1 a.m. We're actually doing this so late at night? You're nothing if not determined, Mr. President. To summarize, we've received several reports around these parts of a strange entity covered entirely in dark hair. If you ask me, that sounds an awful lot like Kurokami-sama. She's said to be active around 2 a.m., which is why we're here this late.
Shizumi runs his own occult research website. He's a bona fide paranormal hunter. The amount of bizarre stories he gets from people is just insane. In fact, nothing's happening yet, but I'm already kind of creeped out.
I mean, we did come to the mountains in the middle of the night, so yeah. By the way, sir, have you ever encountered a paranormal creature yourself? I met several entities you could label as such back when I was little. It's what shaped me into the person I am today. A man ever in pursuit of the occult. Could say I was a victim too, in a sense. See that ruined building over there? It's positively dripping with eeriness. Makes a man's blood boil with excitement, it is.
This place is spooky. Are you sure our so-called monster isn't just some squatter?
The real monster is man, cliché, huh? Either way, Hiki, you're our first line of defense against any violence. Our lives are in your hands, Nasuka.
Jeez, you call yourselves men? Well, whatever. I'll do what I can if push comes to shove. Like this girl.
She's not weak, I think, but Nasuka's always been insanely strong. She's always great at anything physical, honestly. Can't think of any time she's ever gotten hurt. Doesn't seem like there's anyone living here, so in I go. Asahina coming through. And with that, Shizumi boldly makes his way into the ruins. Taken aback by his brazenness, Nasuka and I bring up the rear. Shizumi switches on his flashlight and starts snooping around the abandoned building. Maybe our monster will turn out to be a large raccoon taking advantage of the space. Mr. President? Strange. I'm getting an unusual feeling. Something viciously oppressive.
I'm getting chills. Look, Shizumi, this place feels like bad news. For real.
Doesn't seem like these two are messing with me here. They're dead serious. I too feel a certain eeriness in the air, but that's about it, really. And just as I'm thinking that, I hear a noise from the next room. A wild animal nesting here? Maybe. Shizumi immediately takes charge.
Domaru?
Nasuka looks at me worriedly. It's a living room, I guess. Nothing. Whoosh. A shadow of some sort flashes by me. I saw something. I saw it too. I think it went that way.
Come on, you really shouldn't shine your light over...
A blood-curdling howl rings out in the dark. My body grows hot. The next thing I know, the dark shape is holding something. An arm. My own severed arm.
What?
Ah!
Domaru!
Asuka charges straight at the thing with a powerful kick. Unfortunately, it snatches her up and throws her violently against the floor. Again and again, the creature slams Nasuka's head into the ground so hard it threatens to leave a dent.
Shame.
Screams are like the agonized wails of an animal. Shizumi and I are left completely paralyzed by the barbaric sight unfolding before us. Despite the heavy bleeding from my stump, I don't actually feel any pain. Before long, Asuka stops moving, and the thing shifts its attention to me.
Eye.
Huh?
Your eye.
Kurokami-sama points. My eye?
Hand it over.
Having voiced its demand, the beast immediately pins me down. Ah! And digs its fingers into my eye. Ah!
Now it's mine.
The beast has gouged out one of my eyes. Strangely enough, I could have sworn my stolen eyeball was glaring back down at me as the thing took it. My mind is jumbled and I'm on the verge of blacking out.
We're not finished.
The beast, however, won't even let me pass out. Forces me awake.
Your ear is next.
The monster's hand brushes against one of my ears. What? Wait, stop! There's a disgusting crunch as it tears one of my ears clean off. Ah! Faced with the grisly sight of my mutilation, Shizumi crumples to the ground, shaking like a tender leaf in the wind. That's all he can do, really.
And now my eye.
The thing points to its own eye, before promptly tearing it out.
My eye.
The creature then places its own torn-out eyeball into my vacant socket. The new organ sears my flesh like hot iron. But at the same time, I think I'm starting to see the dark creature for what it really is.
My ear.
The creature repeats the process. This time, it tears off its own ear, places it against the bleeding wound where mine used to be. A wave of scorching heat follows.
And now my arm.
Huh? I definitely heard it loud and clear. I can guess what it's about to do to its own arm. The creature latches onto its appendage, begins to twist, before finally tearing it off. The thing then presses its severed arm against my stump. It attaches like a snap-on plastic model. Creature sounds a mocking sneer and it seats itself on a table. Yes, this thing just laughed. I can tell that much. Tomorrow?
Lee, and he's as good as dead.
Once again I hear its voice, loud and clear.
I gave you one of my ears, boy. You should be able to hear me now. Your new eye should begin to function as well.
Here.
I am the one they call Kurokami-sama.
And this is the game they call Kurokami-sama's Feast. It's out now on Jazz, GOG, or Steam. So if you like visual novels with a bit of a horrific twist, looks like this one could be worth your while. After the events here, it seems that our protagonist has to go hunting monsters for Kurokami-sama. So I'm sure this is not going to be the only paranormal or otherworldly creature he encounters in his adventures.
And he now sports the new arm, a new ear, and a new eye.
Well, it's the only way to communicate with Kurokami-sama, and I suppose it will help him hunting down the other monsters to feed her with. But with multiple endings, I'm assuming there's a few that's not going to end so well for him either.
Yeah. Wonder what's going to happen next. You want to know? Get the visual novel.
Yeah, definitely not your typical fluffy anime game. Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Remember to like, subscribe, and share if you enjoy our videos.
Until next time.
Bye.